Morning! So, heading off to Lordsburg today, and I'm going to be on my own because we came to, where did we come to? I've now forgotten. Pima. Harold, who is the gentleman that we stayed with last night with warm showers, he's very kindly offered to take us on the tour of the Apache site. It's all kind of historical. Unfortunately, I really need to get ahead because I have been a little bit behind, so I can't afford the time off, unfortunately. But Jason's going to go, and then he's going to come and meet me later in Lordsburg, which is about 76 miles away, on my own. But the wind is behind me, so I'm really looking forward to today. I'm really hoping that it'll be a good day, and just going to take it steady away, see how it turns out.
You see a big rock right in there? A couple of big rocks?
Yeah.
Big. That's called Blackrock. And you have to cross the Indian reservation to get there. But now it doesn't look so much that way today, but when the shadows and the sun hits it just right and the shadows just right, it looks like Santa Teresa with a veil over her head and a flowing robe, see? So as the sign says, the farm robbery occurred right here, and if you look through this pipe, you look through here, it's looking right at the farm robbery. See that tree up there? So if you can look right through there, you'll be looking right at.
Wow.
And then this tells you about it. And there was a lady named Frankie Campbell who was a gambler traveling with them, see, and she was riding ahead of them, and when she got down in the canyon there was a big rock in the canyon. It had other rocks holding it in place, so she hollered back at the wagon there, "This rock has been placed here by human hands." Well, about that time the bandits were up there, hollered, "Run!" Well, they were, okay, the Buffalo Soldiers were black, all right? And at that time, the Mormons hated the blacks. They thought they were evil spirits, see, you know, and they thought they were all cowards. And these guys doing the robbery were basically all Mormons. So they stood up and said, "Run, you black sons of bitches!" And they thought the black soldiers were cowards, so they thought they would run. Well, they found out that it was different. These guys started shooting back.
Damn.
And this shooting back and forth went on for several hours. And of course, the first thing they did was shoot the mules, so the wagon couldn't go anywhere. But nobody was convicted. See, they tried them all as a group. So if you found one guy innocent, you found them all innocent. See, so.
And they never found the gold.
Well, the money was all used to pay the lawyers.
Oh, we think.
Yeah. Well,
no receipts were given.
Meanwhile,
So we had a little stop because I was hungry. Jason says I need to learn to eat and cycle. I'm not sure about that. But I'm guessing I'll probably save about an hour a day. Not sure how I feel about that though.
You know, with that type of a foundation, you can see it couldn't have been anything like our modern structures, of course, you know. But obviously this was the Johnson Homestead and Hotel, and
Hey there people, so Nahala's out cycling, making the most of a really strong tailwind today, as she was a little bit behind over the last couple of days. We were both going to come out with our warm showers host called Harold, but unfortunately he got caught up doing something else. So two of his mates have helped him out, and they've brought just myself on this kind of like little tour. We've come really far out into the middle of nowhere really. Loads of history here though. There was a famous robbery and also this famous massacre which is here, and they've got these kind of like mass burial places, some marked, some unmarked, but just absolutely in the middle of nowhere. And these guys have special access, no other tourists can come in here. It's like by the padlock. Thank you so much to these guys, and Harold, if you're watching this, then thank you so much for sorting this out for us. So good to learn about the history, and also just to see a part of America that not many people get to see. This is so far off the beaten trail, you know, miles off of the main road, and we would never have seen this had we not been recommended it by you. Just coming out here into the openness of America, seeing plants and wildlife that we wouldn't see otherwise. So yeah, thank you so much, and back to you, Nahala.
So, I'm back on Bumpy Road. Now, I've just been through 13 miles of the most wonderful, flat, wide, hard shoulder, like the smoothest road. It was like a baby's bum. It was awesome. Not a good analogy. It was like, I can't think of anything smooth. It was like, how can I not think of anything smooth? It was like, well, it was like the smoothest road you've ever seen. 13 miles of it. I didn't get on and tell you about it because I didn't want to jinx it. So now I'm back on the bumpy road, probably all the way to Lordsburg. I realised that it's actually 80 odd miles that I need to do today to catch up, but I'm pretty determined to get there, so we'll see how it goes.
well, we call it Gossip Rock. That's just a local term.
Yeah.
Because we imagine the Indian ladies sat here and talked about who slept with who last night. But see in here,
Yeah.
the bigger holes,
Oh wow, yeah.
and then over here.
So all the women could get right together and they could just
Yeah.
gossip all day long.
And then see how moist it is right there?
Yeah.
So if
Another
you went
10
down
feet?
if you went down a foot or two there right now, you'd start to get some water in. It looked like a piece, but
Well, it could, yeah.
but it's quite interesting. We don't tell the ladies that when we have the ladies with us.
Oh, amazing! That's amazing! Well done, you. It looks amazing. I love it. Oh, thank you. Hey, so I've made it to Duncan and I did 50 miles. Jason wasn't with me today. What then happened was, as I was coming down into Duncan, my My plan was to go another 30 miles into Lordsburg, but when I got to Duncan, the sheriff was pulling people off the road, cyclists off the road, because the I-10, which is the main motorway, had been redirected onto the road that we were on. So all these massive Arctics were going along, and the wind had picked up. So yeah, I got a little ride with the deputy chief, Eric, for, I don't know, maybe the area, and just into town. So you can see him on the Instagram if you want to follow Instagram. And
I-10, on the main I-10, it blows up major dirt and they can't see, and then they have accidents and deaths and all that. So they reroute them through here. But if you need something or need to hang out, you're more than welcome to hang out with us.
oh, thank you.
You betcha.
Okay. The nicest lady. She just came out of her shop. She just started talking to me. I mean, it actually makes me want to cry when people do things like that, because it's just genuine. Yeah, but all in all it was a good day because we managed to finish early, that meant, and got dinner with the guys, and there were a few other cyclists, went and sat in the park and had a beer and just relaxed and talked about life and all the things, and it was just a really good day. So yeah, that's it for today. See you tomorrow.